Hmm.
Go ahead.
Oh, wow. We're off and running, relatively speaking. We're running even though I'm sitting. The conundrum. So basically, first off, everything's moving. And here's a little thing we're going to talk about today that will have you ponder, wonder, and be excited simultaneously. Because even when you're still, you're not. You're on a giant spinning rock called Earth. Hello, welcome to Earth. You're actually flying through a space like it's on turbo mode. So let's zoom out for a second. The Earth spins about 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. It orbits the sun at 67,000 miles per hour. And it doesn't actually just go around the sun because the sun is moving itself through space. It's kind of making a spiral as it's spinning. So it's perpetual motion. And our solar system is a spiraling galaxy that is about 514 miles per hour spinning. And the Milky Way, it's falling through the universe towards something called the Great Attractor, a part of a massive cluster of galaxies. So, yeah, even when you're doing nothing, you're moving at over 1 million miles per hour. You are flying. No wonder you feel overwhelmed at time. And typically, none of you feel any of it. Why? Because the motion is relative. Hello, Uncle Einstein. That's Einstein's genius. There's no absolute still. Everything is always moving compared to something else. Like tossing a ball on a train. It lands, you throw it up, comes down, lands in your hand if you're inside the train. But someone watching from outside, if they were just looking at the ball, they see it flying up on this large arc and coming back down because they're watching the ball pass as the train's moving. In the plane, in the train, you throw the ball up, it just goes up and down. So, same action, totally different experience. So, here's where it gets even more wild. Light, all of this stuff, the pixels that you're seeing us on right now, light doesn't care how fast you're moving, doesn't care. Whether you're standing still or flying through space, light always travels at the same speed. And that breaks the usual rules. So if light won't budge, something else has to, and that's time. Yep, time bends. So all of those movies about time travel, they're based in a concept of science that's real. So time bends depending on how fast you're going. Fly close to light speed and time literally slows down for you. And we've tested this with atomic clocks on satellites, and astronauts age ever so slightly slower than us. So space bends too. Einstein showed us that time and space are one stretchy thing called space time. Add mass or speed, and space time warps. That's gravity. Don't mean to bring you down, but there's gravity to this. It's not a pull, it's a curve. Even light bends near massive objects, which is how we discovered black holes. They're there and they look like a black hole because the light is drawn in by the strong magnetic mass. And then there's that famous, I'm sure you've all heard it, Einstein, E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. It means matter is energy. A tiny bit of stuff can unleash an insane amount of power. That's the sun's engine, that big bright ball that makes you get all warm at the beach and blisters your skin if you stay out too long. The sun. And that is also what nuclear bombs are made of. That's the possibility that's created the nuclear bomb, because there's so much immense.
Atomic, atomic or nuclear?
Yes,
Both.
the atom, the atom bomb. Inside the atom, a nucleus.
Oh,
More so, the nuclear bomb is a bigger bad version of the atomic bomb.
got it, got it.
Neither I encourage you to play with. And so, just so you know, the sun is just one star out of 100 to 400 billion in our galaxy. In our galaxy, not of all time space, but just in our galaxy, 100 to 400 billion. When you look up at the sky and you see all those little sparkly dots, they're suns or planets. And a lot of those little sparkly dots have a solar system like us circling around them. Some bigger with hundreds to 200, 300 planets. We have 12 or 11 if you don't count Pluto. Um, Poor Pluto and the trouble it's gone through. uh, so, our galaxy, one of trillions, in a universe so vast that we can't really even wrap our heads around. The maths is enormous. So when Einstein actually gave us this concept of relativity, it wasn't just physics. It was a reminder of how small we are and how big everything else is, which has a negative and a positive, as do most things. And depending on which one you focus on, depends on how much power you can create for yourself from it. So, literally, you are a moving being on a moving planet in a moving galaxy in a universe that never stops shifting. So, yeah, perspective isn't just a mindset, it's physics. And you're wondering, okay, Jamie, why did you go through all that? Because here's where it starts to get really interesting. When you understand all of that, and that's just a little bit of physics and science and astronomy and stuff thrown in there. Here's the part that really gets you thinking. With all of that, the bending of time, the warping of space, and the spiral dance of galaxy, it's all really going on right now, this very moment. Then what does that mean for you, you personally, here now, in your body, in this moment? It means that you're not separate from the universe. You're woven into it. You're an integral part of it. You're made up of the same stardust as suns and the nebulae. Your atoms once belonged to ancient stars that exploded and became dust and then made room for us to be here. And the energy moving through your thoughts, your breath, your heartbeat, that's part of this cosmic equation as well. Einstein didn't just change science, he gave us a doorway into something more personal. The way you move, the way you feel, the way you think changes your experience of time, space, and reality. So let that just sink in for a second. Your internal world isn't just reacting to the outside, it's shaping how you experience it. It's literally shaping how you perceive reality. How you focus changes what you see. How you feel shifts how time flows. Ever noticed how time flies when you're lit up with joy and crawls when you're anxious or stuck? Ever been sitting in front of a doctor and he's about to give you the results of a test you did 2 weeks ago? And you're
Yeah,
sitting in that chair for 5 minutes. It feels like 5 hours. It's like, oh, when's he going to get here?
ever.
Or the boss has said, or the principal, here we go. At school, if you ever had the teacher call you up or you had to sit outside the principal's office waiting for them to call you in, forever. That's relativity at work inside you. So when I talk about energy, when I talk about emotions and mindset and healing that comes with that, I'm not talking woo woo. I'm actually talking practical physics. You are energy. Your beliefs carry mass, and mass bends space time, which means your unconscious patterns are literally warping your perception of reality until you see them and shift them. They may very well be in the driver's seat. So that's why healing matters. That's why presence is powerful. because the more conscious you are, the more clearly you see, and the more gracefully you move through life. Einstein gave us the science. Now it's up to us to live the truth of it, not just out there among the stars, but in here where it all begins with you. And just like motion through space changes time, your perspective shapes your experience of reality. So every single one of us is living in our own version of the world, not because reality changes, but because how we see it, how we perceive it does. That's not philosophy, that's physics. Relativity doesn't just apply to stars and clocks or a ball in a train moving along some train tracks while someone watches it. It applies to our thoughts, our emotions, and our choices. Think about it. Two people can look at the exact same situation and have completely different reactions. Why? Because their angle of view, their past, their beliefs, their emotional filters, they warp the experience. Just like gravity bends space-time, your focus bends your perception. A problem, when you're deep inside of it, oh, can feel like this massive cage, this massive, oh, this problem, oh, because you're deep inside of it. But someone standing outside of it with no emotional charge might just see a little speed bump, not because they're smarter, better, or anything else, just because they have distance. It's like holding a small coin. Now, if you hold it right up close to your eye, it blocks out the whole world. And all you can see is that problem. When you hold the problem super close, you see the problem, the pain, the story that goes along with that problem. But if you stretch your arm out and move the problem way away, suddenly it's just a little thing. It's just as big as a coin, and you can go beyond it. You can see options. You can see other perspectives in around it. And that's the power of perspective. So in personal development, it's not about denying what you feel. It's about adjusting your view so you can see more clearly. Now, here's where it gets really, really powerful for you. Even though we each live in our own version of reality, we also live in a shared version of reality. This is called the world or social consciousness. We collaborate on an agreed upon version of what's real, and each person is giving their power to that. And it's not always perfect, yet it's how society functions. But when someone challenges that shared agreement, or when our personal perspective feels dismissed or invisible, we can either defend, react, or zoom out. Because the truth is, no one view is wrong, yet some are more expansive. So, personal growth is basically about learning how to move that coin away, to pause, to breathe, and to ask, is this the only way to see this? Or is it just the closest? Am I stuck right up against it? Or if I pull back, can I see it differently? Can I stretch my perspective to make space for someone else's perspective, for someone else's point of view, for someone else's insight? Can I agree to build a new shared reality, one that works better for both or all of us? Perspective isn't just a skill, it's actually a superpower. And when you learn to use it, you don't just change how you see the world, you actually change how the world responds to you.
Mm, that's cool.
So, that is the construct I wanted you all to consider. From Einstein, relativity, perspective to us as being particles of light combined together with an immense amount of power in us. How many how many atoms and cells and nuclei do we have, and how much power is there in all that? How many suns there are, and we're moving at millions and billions of miles per hour, even though we feel like we're sitting still because we're on a planet moving through space that is also moving.
That's
So
cool.
the ability to pull back, to zoom out on any situation, to pause, to take a breath, to just go, let me see it from another perspective. Because most often when you're having an emotion, you're right up here with it, and you're not seeing anything else because it's clouding your ability to see anything. So take a breath, sit it out in front of you, and just imagine in your mind if you were to walk one way and look at it from a different angle, and they say seeing it from the other people's perspective can help. Yeah, because it's a new perspective. And if you can pull yourself out to move around to see it at their perspective, you might actually see a completely different shape altogether.
I love it. Did you want to do that quick meditation for just the people here and the people watching on YouTube, or do you
Sure.
go off the live and do it?
Choice is yours, whatever you think is best right now.
It's a quick one.
About 5 minute guided meditation visualization on zooming out.
Yeah, let's do it
Alrighty then.
live. I'm gonna just take my camera off and mute myself so I'm not disruptive.
Okay. And for anybody driving, this isn't something to participate with. Turn it off. If you're driving or operating heavy machinery, do not close your eyes and do a meditation. So yeah, for everybody else, just uncross your legs, uncross your arms, get your feet nice and flat on the ground, or lay down if you wish, uh, and slowly start to take a deep breath in through the nose. Inhale and hold, and gently exhale out the mouth. Very good. Take another slow, deep inhale in through the nose and hold. And now, as you exhale gently out the mouth, let your shoulders drop, let your jaw soften, and give yourself full permission to be here and now just for these next few moments. Let's take another deep breath in through the nose. Hold. And as you exhale, just release, let go, let your body drop into the chair or onto the floor or onto the bed, wherever you may be, and just relax. Allow your breath to go into the normal rhythm of in and out. And as you're sitting there, aware of your body there in this moment, in this space and time, you can feel the weight of your body being supported by whatever's underneath. And just be aware with the inhale in, you're starting to let go. And with the exhale out, you are releasing all limitations and restrictions. Now we'll imagine with this next exhale in, you're slowly floating upward, rising above the place. And as you exhale, you release and let go. Continue to breathe normally, and you're slowly floating upward at peace, relaxed, and at ease, rising above the place where you're sitting or lying, slowly rising up above the room, above the building, drifting up to the sky like a warm breath on a cool morning. As you rise, your everyday concerns just drop away. The to-do list, the frustrations, the worries, they all begin to look smaller and smaller and smaller, less loud, less tangled. Keep floating as you're floating up high, free and relaxed, floating above your house, above your neighborhood, above your city, watching all the noise, all the chaos shrink down to little specks. You're completely safe and you rise even higher. And as you rise higher, you start to notice the curve of the earth beneath you. You're safe and happy and relaxed. You see the vast blue oceans, the white swirling clouds, the dance of sunlight across the planet. And somewhere, way, way down there, are your worries, tiny, like floating flecks of dust in a sunbeam. You can barely see them now. You feel lighter, calmer, more clear. Now imagine beside you appears a magical cosmic vacuum cleaner. It's one that's made of stardust and positive intention. So, this stardust and positive intention magical vacuum cleaner, it hums softly as you turn it on, little softly with love. It doesn't judge, it just cleans. And with one smooth pull of its little galactic hose, you begin to gently vacuum up all those tiny, dusty worries, all those tiny little worries. Each worry, large or small, gets lovingly sucked in, spun around in a spiral of light, and alchemized back into pure, neutral energy. Nothing wasted, just repurposed, transformed. The vacuum continues, sweeping through the cracks of your mind, the corners of your heart, clearing out all those lingering specks of doubt, tension, or fear, cleaning up all the energy field around you, all the energy field around you, and now cleaning all the worries, doubts, fears, and concerns of all your loved ones. You're just clearing away all their tiny little specks of doubt and concern, and the magic vacuum cleaner lovingly sucks it in, spins it around in a spiral light, and alchemizes all of that back into pure, neutral energy. Your loved ones feel clearer, you feel clearer, brighter, and more spacious inside. Now the vacuum cleaner has finished and quietly tucks itself away once again into the cosmos. And you look out across the stars, the beautiful midnight blue with the sparkling, twinkling little particles of light saying hello. From up here, everything is quiet, peaceful, and clarity and perspective returns to you. And you remember you are energy, you are light. You are part of this magnificent, ever moving, ever expanding universe, and you are safe. Take one more deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, feel yourself slowly drifting back down, back towards Earth, slowly floating, ever at peace, ever comfortable, just drifting, drifting like a leaf in an autumn afternoon, slowly floating and drifting back down, back towards Earth. And there you are above your house and floating back down above your body and back into your body, bringing that peace of the universe with you. Okay, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Oh, become aware and present right now. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. Be present and aware to here you are, right here, right now, and everything is possible. And just for today or forever, let the small things stay small. and let your energy stay open and be the shining star that you're meant to be.
Beautiful. Loved it. Thank you so much, Jamie, for taking us through that. That was awesome. Loved that zoomed out view. Beautiful.
Good. How was your vacuum cleaner?
Vacuum cleaning? It was good. It's real good. Had
Okay.
lots of dust. It was great. Loved it. Loved the visual of the stardust. The For me, it was glittery.
Glad
I used
Stardust.
I cleaned with glitter.
You can't clean with glitter. It gets everywhere.
It sure does. Awesome. Well, we'll drop off of the live here, and for everybody at home, if you want to join us live, we do a little extra with everybody once we jump off. You can join us at toxicminefield.com. Toxicminefield.com. This is about escaping the toxic minefield. So join us there, and it's free to join us every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Unless we change the time, that's what it is right now. We haven't been available the last couple of weeks just because we were in a massive car wreck, and we're just coming back from it. So we are here, and we're excited to continue this journey with you, and we appreciate all that join.